Good morning, everybody. Hi. I know it's a bit early in the morning, but I would like to start with a question. Who here in the room has a bank account? Okay. I saw the hands. So we need banking. We need banking, but let's face it, banking is boring. I'm a banker, and I'll do my best not to bore you this morning. I'm here as the CEO of Bank Leumi, a 116-year-old bank, the oldest and the leading financial institution in Israel. As you can figure out already, Leumi is older than the nation of Israel, 116 years old. We are a huge incumbent. We have huge buildings. We have vaults. We have security systems. We just have everything that you can think about and you'd expect from a bank our kind. But we realized that all this will not help us to deal with the digital transformation that is happening around. When we think about banking, we all understand that the retail banking model, the platform, is actually passé. Who here in this room has been into a bank branch in the last couple of years? I assume not many. And this is the thing. Our model is not sustainable. We, the bankers, know it. You, the customers, know it. And the question is, how long you will be willing to pay for this model? And it's not only the platform that is irrelevant. Actually, the customers, you expect totally different banking experience than what you get. Yes, you want your bank to be safe. You want your bank to be reliable. But at the end of the day, you expect a lot more. You expect it to be flexible, convenient. And then, last but not least, maybe the most important thing is that technology is not a barrier anymore. We are not waiting for any technological breakthrough to move forward in banking. Technology is there for us. We just have to take it. So we, in Leumi, we decided that 116 years is not enough for us. We want to be there, to be around 116 years more, at least. And then we decided to create Pepper, our new mobile-only bank built from scratch on a new technological platform. It is built as a startup, incubated within Leumi, within the incumbent. I would like to show you a clip. This is Pepper.
If you want to create next-generation banking, start by getting to know next-generation people.
So, nice to meet you.
We're that next generation.
A generation that works hard for every penny and does everything on the go.
And no offense, but banks really aren't the first thing on our minds. So why introduce us to yet another bank?
Meet Pepper, a technology startup that just happens to provide perfect banking. Pepper is 100% mobile, with no branches and no checking account fees, providing services from real-life bankers around the clock. So what's the Pepper experience like? Smart technology and a personal news feed. Real-time notifications for everything that happens with your money. Expense summaries, articles, smart account management tips, and much more. And of course, full account management. A checking account, a credit card, checks, loans, and the best savings rates on the market. All in plain words, with no sneaky disclaimers. This is banking for the next generation. Because after all, it's your money, your life, your Pepper. Say hello to Pepper.
might be thinking, okay, that's amazing, that's awesome, but all of us have bank account, so what's the big deal? So the thing is that banks in the last years, in the last decade, have built fancy apps and websites, beautiful. But this is not the real thing. This is window dressing. This is just what we call digital skin. Digital skin covering a non-digital body. Because underneath this skin, we have, in all the incumbents, in all of us, we have these complex processes. We have these convoluted IT systems. And then the customer experience can never be the same, like in a story like Pepper. When you have just the skin, just the digital skin, and you don't have the body, you can forget about real-time banking. You can forget about personalized banking. You can forget about being fast in improving your product, because the gap in time to market between the new technology and the old legacy is enormous. That's why we, in Leumi, decided that when we build Pepper, we will build it from scratch on a new technological platform without any connection to the legacy. This way, we could give our customers not just a fancy, nice user interface that they will like. Of course, we give that. But we can give our customers much more. A full digital experience that is based on data. Pepper customers get real-time banking. They can see, when they take a loan, they will see it right away. When they put money in the account, it will be there immediately. All the transaction, everything they do, it's all real-time banking. And also, it's personalized. My Pepper looks totally different than your Pepper or her Pepper. Because Pepper takes the relevant stuff to you, the tips that are relevant to you, the insights you like to know, and you get a feed that is relevant exactly to what you need. But it's not only what you have in a certain time. It's not only what you have today in Pepper. The thing is that, like a startup, we are constantly updating and constantly launching new products so we can give our customers the best customer experience every minute and every day. And we are improving it all the time. Now, when we are here in DLD, after this session about fintech, you probably ask yourself, okay, banking is ripe for disruption. It's true. But we have so many fintechs around, so they will disrupt the banking industry. It's true that fintech is booming. It's booming. No question about it. You could hear it in the session just a couple of minutes ago. But very few of these fintechs are really dealing with banking, are really operating in the arena of real core retail banking. Most of them are just nibbling around the edges of banking, the edges of the banking playground. They don't really do the banking itself. It's true. We should mention here some very few great neobanks, like N26 that you will hear today, and some others in Europe, in UK, but they are very, very few. Most of the fintechs are not dealing with banking. And why is that? This has to do with regulation. See, the banking industry is surrounded by a very deep moat, a moat of banking regulation. This regulation is essential. There is no question about it, because we need it. It's essential for gaining customer trust. We cannot do without customer trust. That's the basis. But this regulation is a very heavy burden, both in obtaining the license and also in day-to-day operation. This is why, even when we look at the tech giants, we don't see them much in banking. They are very satisfied with payments. And the reason is they don't want to deal with our regulation. They have enough of their own. We can take an example just to explain what I'm trying to say. We can talk about Robinhood from the US, a multi-billion-dollar trading company, actually, startup. Typically, they are doing investment in securities, retail investment in securities. Just like a month ago, they tried to leap into the banking arena by offering deposits, and they were burned and forced out. Unlike Robinhood, unlike the tech giants, unlike the fintechs, the incumbent banks are highly trained to deal with regulation. I would even say we eat, drink, and breathe regulation every day. And that's why, in my opinion, the perfect candidates to disrupt the banking model are the banks themselves.